Do you want to know how much time you might really have left after 70? Every year starts to feel more valuable, and the reality is, your body is already showing signs that can hint at your future. Some people in their 70s still feel strong, sharp, and energized. Others start to feel the effects of aging, slowing down, getting tired, or facing health challenges. The difference often lies in a few key signals. These are subtle, but they can be powerful clues about what lies ahead. In this video, we're going to explore 7 signs that can help predict how long you might live after 70. These aren't just myths or guesses. They're backed by scientific research and real-life patterns seen in people who live longer, healthier lives. By the time you finish watching, you'll understand what signs to look for in your body and habits. More importantly, you'll learn what steps you can take right now to increase your chances of living longer and staying healthy. Stay with us until the end, because some of these signs are easy to miss but can make a huge difference. Once you know what to watch for, you'll have a much clearer picture of your current health and where things are headed. You'll also be in a better position to make smart changes that add not just years to your life, but life to your years. Now let's begin. Sign 1. Your walking speed. One of the most powerful clues about your longevity after 70 isn't hidden in your genes, your medical history, or even your diet. It's your walking speed. Research shows that seniors who walk at a steady, brisk pace tend to outlive those who slow down. That's because your walking speed is closely tied to muscle strength, heart health, and even brain function. Picture 2 people, Joe and Frank, both 75. Joe walks every morning at a steady pace. He doesn't struggle with stairs or crossing the street. He moves with balance and confidence. Frank used to be active, but now he's slowed down a lot. Even short walks are hard, and he finds it tough to keep up. Others take frequent breaks and sometimes feel unsteady on their feet. While Joe's pace shows that his body is still functioning well, Frank's slower, shaky walk could be an early sign that his health is slipping. A slow and unstable gait isn't just a part of normal aging. It can reveal deeper issues like weakening muscles, poor circulation, or early brain-related decline. Your legs are your base, and when they lose power, your entire health can start to follow. The good news is that walking speed is something you can actually work on. The more often you walk, the stronger and steadier you become. If you've noticed yourself slowing down, don't brush it off. Begin with small changes, take regular walks, use light weights, or do basic leg exercises. Because how fast you move through life can truly reflect how much life you have left to move through. Pay attention to your pace. It could be the easiest self-check for your health. Sign 2. Your grip strength. It might sound surprising, but the strength of your grip could say more about your future than you'd expect. Studies have shown that grip strength is one of the most reliable markers of overall vitality in older adults. A strong, firm grip often points to healthy muscles, good circulation, and a well-functioning nervous system. A weak grip, however, may signal trouble ahead. Think about Robert. He's 78 and always known for his firm handshake. He stays active, lifts light weights, and never struggles with everyday tasks like opening jars or carrying bags. Then there's Walter, also 78. Lately he's noticed that simple tasks, like twisting off bottle caps or holding a grocery bag, feel harder than they used to. He figured it was normal aging, but didn't realize that his weakening grip was actually a red flag. Walter's declining grip was a sign of muscle loss, and that muscle loss put him at greater risk for falls, injuries, and even a shorter lifespan. Your hands tell a story about your overall strength. If your grip is getting weaker, it's worth paying attention. It could be one of the clearest signs that it's time to act. If your grip is getting weaker, there's a good chance the rest of your body is too. As strength fades, it becomes harder to stay active, independent, and bounce back from illness or injury. The good news is that grip strength can be rebuilt. Simple habits like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grips, or carrying light weights can help maintain it and protect your overall muscle health. So take a moment to check your grip. If a handshake feels softer than it used to, or if basic tasks are becoming more difficult, don't brush it off. Because how firmly you can hold on to things today might just show how well you'll hold on to life tomorrow. If you're still with me and finding this video helpful, type #2 in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button so you never miss out. Sign 3. Your ability to stand on one leg. Most people don't think about balance until they start to lose it, but it's one of the strongest signs of future health. In fact, the ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is a powerful predictor of how long you'll live. Studies show that poor balance increases the risk of falls, injury, and even brain-related decline. Think of two women, Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol stays active, she walks, practices yoga, and can lift one foot off the ground without wobbling. Nancy hasn't really worked on balance over the years. When she tries the same move, she tips quickly and has to grab a chair. But this isn't just clumsiness, it's a sign of deeper issues. What Nancy doesn't realize is that her unsteadiness could mean her muscles, reflexes, or even brain function are slipping. Good balance depends on strong legs, a healthy nervous system, and sharp coordination. So if you're tripping more often or feel unsure when turning, it's time to take notice. If you find yourself needing to grab onto furniture or walls just to stay steady, it's time to act. The great news is that balance is something you can improve. Simple daily exercises, like standing on one foot, walking heel to toe, or practicing gentle Tai Chi, can make a big difference over time. Try this right now. Stand up and lift one foot. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without wobbling? If you can't, don't panic, but don't ignore it either. Like any skill, balance gets better with practice. The more attention you give it now, the more likely you are to stay steady and safe as the years go on. A few minutes a day can help protect you from falls and boost your confidence. Let's move on to the next sign. Sign 4, your sleeping patterns. How well you sleep at night can be a strong predictor of how long you'll live. Sleep isn't just about rest, it's when your body heals, your immune system resets, and your brain clears out harmful waste. Research shows that people over 70 who get regular high-quality sleep are more likely to stay healthy and live longer lives. Take Henry and Bill, two men in their mid-70s. Henry keeps a regular sleep routine, gets about 7 hours a night, and wakes up feeling good. Bill, by contrast, tosses and turns, wakes up multiple times, and sometimes can't fall back asleep at all. The result? Henry stays mentally sharp and full of energy, while Bill deals with fatigue, foggy thinking, and even rising blood pressure. Bill's poor sleep isn't just uncomfortable, it's a health risk. If you wake up often, feel drained even after sleeping, or struggle to stay asleep, don't brush it off. Your body may be sounding an alarm. Sleep issues can be tied to stress, diet, lack of exercise, or hidden conditions like sleep apnea. The good news, sleep can be improved. Try cutting screen time before bed, keeping a consistent routine, getting morning sunlight, and avoiding heavy meals late at night. These small habits can lead to big changes in your health over time. Getting better sleep can have a major impact. It's not just about waking up refreshed, it's about making sure your body and mind stay in top shape. So tonight, pay close attention to how you're sleeping. If you wake up groggy, struggle to fall or stay asleep, or feel like your sleep has worsened over the years, it's time to take action. Because the quality of your rest today could shape how strong and sharp you remain in the future. If you're still watching and finding these tips helpful, comment #4 below to let me know you're with us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time. Click the button and turn on the bell so you never miss a new video. Your support helps us keep creating content that informs and inspires. Now, let's keep going. Sign 5, your appetite and eating habits. How you eat after 70 can say a lot about how long you'll live. A strong appetite and a diet rich in nutrients help support your muscles, immune system, and energy levels. But a sudden drop in appetite or a shift toward unhealthy eating can signal deeper health problems and even speed up the aging process. Let's look at Margaret and Susan, both 74. Margaret enjoys food, eats a variety of fresh, whole ingredients, and keeps her weight stable. She still loves cooking and feels good throughout the day. Susan, however, doesn't feel as hungry anymore. She skips meals, often relies on processed snacks, and has lost weight without meaning to. What Susan may not realize is that this lack of appetite is more than just a small change, it's a warning. Her body might not be getting or absorbing the nutrients it needs. This can weaken her muscles, slow her metabolism, and lower her immunity. A shrinking appetite in older adults is often linked to health conditions, from digestive problems to hormonal shifts or even early cognitive changes. When you don't eat enough or eat poorly, your body may begin breaking down muscle. That leads to weakness, frailty, and a higher risk of illness and injury. Risk falling or getting sick rises significantly. If you've noticed you're feeling full faster, eating less without meaning to, or just not enjoying food like you used to, it's time to act. Eating well after 70 isn't just about staying full. It's about giving your body what it needs to stay strong and function properly. Focus on whole, nutrient-rich foods. Stay hydrated, and don't ignore a fading appetite. It could be your body's way of asking for help. Ask yourself, are you still enjoying meals? Are you getting enough protein, fiber, and healthy fats? Or have your eating habits and energy started to slip? Because the way you eat now will play a big role in how strong, independent, and resilient you are in the years ahead. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress. How you deal with stress after 70 can be a powerful clue about how long you'll live. Chronic stress isn't just an emotional issue, it takes a serious toll on your physical health. It weakens the immune system, increases the risk of heart disease, and can actually speed up aging. Meanwhile, people who manage stress well tend to stay healthier and sharper for longer. Take John and Richard, both 76. John faces his share of challenges, unexpected bills, health scares, and family concerns, but he responds calmly. He practices deep breathing, stays connected to friends, and avoids dwelling on negative thoughts. Richard, on the other hand, lets stress take over. He worries constantly, feels overwhelmed by even small problems, and struggles to let things go. Over time, this constant stress wears Richard down. His blood pressure climbs, his sleep suffers, and his energy drops. Long-term stress causes inflammation throughout the body, and that's been linked to nearly every major age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to heart conditions. So if you're feeling on edge, tense, or emotionally drained, it's a sign worth paying attention to. Managing stress, whether through mindfulness, exercise, deep breathing, or even laughter, can literally add years to your life. Ask yourself, when challenges arise, do you adapt and move forward? Or do you hold on to worry, letting stress take over? The ability to stay calm, focus on solutions, and control what you can isn't just good for your mind, it's a crucial factor in how long and how well you'll live. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment #6 below to let me know you're with us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss a new video. Your support helps us keep creating content that informs and inspires. Now, let's move on to the last sign. Sign 7, your social connections. The strength of your relationships could be one of the clearest signs of how long you might live. Studies show that people with strong social ties, whether through family, friends, or community, tend to live longer, healthier lives. On the other hand, loneliness has been linked to a higher risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even early death. Take Eleanor and Barbara, both 78. Eleanor keeps a busy social life. She stays in touch with old friends, joins a book club, and enjoys time with her family. She looks forward to her conversations, laughs often, and feels a sense of belonging. Barbara, however, spends most of her time alone. Over the years, she's lost touch with many friends and rarely reaches out to her family. As time passes, Barbara begins feeling isolated, and her mood and health start to suffer. Human connection is more than just emotional. It's tied to your physical well-being. When you interact with others, your brain stays active, stress drops, and your body releases beneficial chemicals that promote health. If you've found yourself avoiding phone calls or spending more time alone than usual, it's time for a change. Staying connected doesn't mean you have to be surrounded by people. Even small efforts, reaching out to an old friend, joining a group with similar interests, or making time for meaningful conversations, can make a huge difference. The relationships you nurture today not only bring happiness, but they also play a key role in your overall health and longevity. The connections you build today help ensure that you'll stay healthier and live longer in the years ahead. For final thoughts, now that you know these 7 signs, take a moment to reflect on where you stand. Are you moving through life with strength and confidence, or have you noticed small changes that might be warning signs? The good news is that most of these factors, your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, eating habits, stress levels, and social connections, are things you can improve. Your future isn't set in stone. The choices you make today can have a big impact on how many healthy years you have ahead. If you've spotted areas where improvement is needed, don't wait for a doctor's advice. Start today. Walk more, strengthen your muscles, get better sleep, stay socially active, and find ways to manage stress. The goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live better. At the end of the day, longevity is not about how many years are left, but the quality of those years. Thank you for watching. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts matter to us, and reading your comments motivates and inspires us. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to inform and inspire. Thanks again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.